Good morning, good morning, good morning to my lovely people. How are you doing out there? And welcome to Shop Talk with Mel. I am your girl Mel, and my co-host today, which you guys know, you see him quite often, is Nick the Voice and Nate the Agitator.
Good morning.
Good
Hey,
morning, Good
you
morning.
pinked out, huh?
Yeah, got my
Do
Hey,
you?
what?
Okay, she got her
in
pink bra.
honor of
Go ahead.
Breast Cancer Month. I have my pink bra on today.
Y'all don't know
Yeah,
how to do it. Mel wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do.
nah. Y'all should have seen it before
I'd
we
have
seen
showed you
it.
my A cups would have been free.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we
he
saw
had
that.
one shirt on. I said,
Not a stitch.
I just got to get the people what they want. You know what I mean?
uh,
Are you sure they want it, or is that what you
No,
want?
no, no. Both. It's a win-win.
a hot mess. All right, so today's show is Believing in You. And yes, your girl definitely titled it that. Believe in You. I'll always say it if this is your first time listening to Shop Talk with Mel, you know we are here to encourage, inspire, and motivate others to be their best self. So hopefully we can bring a smile, a laugh, a good time, also a little bit of edutainment to your life each Saturday morning because that is our goal. Got a great show planned for you today. Our guest today actually is the owner of Food for Your Soul, Miss Michelle White. We're gonna bring her on. Matter of fact, what my theme music? What my sound effects? That's my theme music, the sound effects. It's Michelle White of Food for Your Soul. We're gonna learn and understand what it takes to start a business, the difference between catering and the cook. I will be the kitchen cook. But you know, if one person say, girl, you need to go ahead, you need to sell those dinners, you know, you can make some money. I will be like, okay, let's do it. I got a whole business. Then I'm gonna make up some cards and I'm gonna be like, I'm selling this on this day, and y'all gotta come through and buy it. Cause if you don't, the kitchen cook is gonna be mad because y'all told me to start this business.
Right.
Your chitlin loaf just doesn't hit like most people's.
And that's gonna be a problem for me. So I would like to introduce our guest, Miss Michelle White. And here she is, lovely people.
Hey,
Hello.
You have
hello.
soul, right?
Oh, bap, that hair.
Huh?
There,
You,
your
you
hair
know,
is hearing.
y'all know Food for Your Soul, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Been around a long time, and we're going to get into this. So, what I am going to do is start this show off the right way, and then it'll be me and Michelle. And you know what? Why don't y'all just sit back and chill, Nick and Nate? Can y'all do that without fighting this week?
No promises. No promises.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make that.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation.
Good morning, girlfriend.
Hey,
I know you got your stuff in park. Please tell me you do.
I'm
Yeah.
in park. I'm in the parking lot.
Okay, that works. That works. That works. Parking lot of the church. Heard that. Spread the word.
Parking
Love
lot
you.
pimping.
Okay. Hey, Michelle, you gotta let the people know how you started, or do you want me to tell you how I met you? I don't know if you remember.
Or whatever you feel like today, my love.
Okay. Well, the first time that I actually had contact with Michelle, what she was outside feeding at, matter of fact, it used to be Mr. Paul's Bakery. And y'all know I'm nosy. So I pulls over and was like, what's going on here? And then she said, oh, I feed the community. I thought that was nice. I was like, huh? Feed the community? How much is it? It's free. Well, I was inspired and I was actually excited, and my heart was fluttering that somebody is out here early in the morning, early, feeding the homeless people, and not all homeless people, anybody that wanted a meal. So of course she gave me a meal, That wasn't my pickup line to get a meal. And I said, hey, I just started my show on the radio, and this was WASN 1500. I said, I'm gonna let the people know. She said, okay. And from there, that's my girl.
Yes, ma'am.
So go ahead and explain to the people how you started and what was laid on your heart to say, this is what I need to do. How did that happen?
Well, I've been in the food industry since I was 16. It was like my first job. I worked at Chi Chi's. But my mom and dad used to feed the community when I was a little kid. So you can say it was instilled in me. So what I did when I first started cooking, I was selling dinners for $5. It was something to get my feet wet, letting people know, hey, this is up and coming. And I was working a full-time job and just, pinch hitting there and there. And then God blessed me and the business grew and it blossomed. And here we are today. But in between there, while I was cooking, I did start feeding the less fortunate. And I would go out the last Saturday of the month and we would feed the community. And it set off very quickly. I mean, we feed hundreds of people in less than 2 hours, to the point where when I pull up, they're waiting for me.
Okay.
So I chose the south side of Youngstown because one thing I've learned in doing this, and this is nothing against anywhere else, but we have a lot of people send funds out, but we have a lot of people right here in our own backyard that are truly, truly less fortunate. I mean, it's people, I've learned a lot in doing this. People don't have refrigerators, stoves, furniture. I mean, when it's people out here that's really barely making it, they doing the best they can with what they have. But you would never know it. You would never know it. But it's like literally it's in our backyard. There are resources, because I know a lot of people say they can go to Catholic Charity, Salvation Army, blah, 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 wherever. But it's easy to say that. But when you're in that predicament, it's a whole different ball game.
It definitely is, especially when you're dealing with pride.
Amen.
So I get it. And also with the Catholic charities, no shade to them at all, because it's a great service. You writing down your name, you got to put all your personal information. And a lot of people are like, why do I have to do that? Let me explain that real quick. I'm going to slide over there just a little bit, because that's how they get their funding.
Right.
They have to have those numbers and
Right.
know that they are actually legit people.
Mhm.
So that is why I will say I never actually stepped into a line to say, because I'm always like, I'm good, because I know that I haven't been blessed. Here's the thing, though. When I pulled up and asked you what you did and what you were doing, and you offered me a plate, you could tell the spirit, because some people, the way the world is set up, you be like, I don't know if they're trying to poison me. What is this?
Right.
Or they're feeding the less fortunate. What kind of food is this? Is this some old canned goods that was in your cupboard that you just dropped out and was like, let me go on over here, I'll get this to her and she could cook it up? The
Well,
food was good. I'm telling, it was good with a T.
I am firm believer. I don't give anyone anything I don't want. And in feeding the less fortunate, I like to call them the less fortunate. In feeding the less fortunate, I mean, some people, this is really their only home cooked meal they're going to get. So there's nothing wrong with a sandwich and a cup of soup. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I do understand that they're eating, but mine's is set up different. Mine's is set up, I need them to have something they normally cannot have. They get a Southern home cooked meal. I mean, it's been times we passed out chicken, ribs, all in the same feeding. They get greens, macaroni and cheese, green beans, whatever the case. And anybody that knows me, they know how I get down. So, you know, I've heard people say they don't need this. That's too much. How you gonna tell somebody else what they doing is too much? This is what God laid on my heart to do. I've had to. I asked them what pieces of chicken they want because my thought process is this: just because you're less fortunate does not mean I could just slap anything on your plate and you gonna eat it.
Yeah, you be grateful.
Right. If you don't eat chicken legs, why? If I'm gonna give you a chicken leg and you don't eat chicken legs, have I really helped you? Did I feed you? No, because guess what? You're not gonna eat it. And I know people gonna be like, well, if they hungry, do you eat what you don't want when you're hungry? So, I mean, in all honesty, I treat people how I want to be treated. And I believe wholeheartedly that's one of the reasons God has sustained me, because I am obedient. Because sometimes I don't want to do this because it's a sacrifice, but it's my assignment.
It definitely is. And people don't know that you are supplying the food.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
People don't get that. And I know a lot of you guys were, oh, okay, well, people, they drop the food off and she cooks it. She goes out and she purchases the food and cook it and bring it there and serve it. And we're talking from the styrofoam containers to the salt and pepper plasticware, which I know how much that costs because I've bought that several times. And I'm like, oh God. And they got the seasoning just in case. But I never needed seasoning with your food. I also remember the time, I don't know nothing about oxtails, but I know everybody get all worked up
Oh,
when you
girl.
oxtails and the rice and gravy. Yeah, they get worked up. Remember that it was somebody stealing oxtails. I said, wait a minute, what is happening? Is the oxtails it? Remember
They always seem to disappear. They have feet on them.
Wow.
The cow is still alive.
Now tell me this. What is the difference between cooking and catering, in your opinion?
Okay, my opinion is you can cook at home, and this thebomb.com. But when you have to cook in mass numbers, that's where the difference comes on. I know a lot of people that can throw down, but when you get to cooking for, let's just say 100 people, it's not the same. So to me, that's the difference. You have to be able, some people are like, well, you just multiply the recipes. Well, let's be real. The average African American, they don't use recipes. You got to use that eye thing, like just a little bit more. You be like, how you know? Because I know. And it's always right. I mean, that's the way we were trained. I mean, I've been trained in the restaurant world and I've been trained in grandma's world.
Okay.
In grandma's world, my mom's world, and my dad's world, them the best trainers you're going to get.
Okay. Now with the catering, I know that there's some people say you want to drop off or full service.
Right.
Isn't that a full service? Like you cook the food, you dropped it off in the pans, like here you go?
No, a full service this is what a full service is. A full service is, let me start with a drop off. A drop off is I cook the food and I drop it off. I don't set it up. You're not getting warmers.
That's what I
You're,
was talking about.
yeah, you're not getting warmers, chafers. You're not getting sternos, serving spoons. You're getting the food in the pans, high and by. That's it. A
Okay.
full service is we come in, we set up, we bring the chafers, we serve the food, we clean up the serving area, and you have two options. You either take your food home with you, as in whatever's left over, or we box them up in individual to-go boxes.
Oh, now that's nice. So that the people, if they wanted to take some home, they can.
Right. Because a lot of times if people have a lot of leftovers home left, they don't want to take them home. So they give them to their guests.
Okay. Now I have been put out of the serving line several times. So meaning, Mel, you gonna help me serve? Yeah, and I got my spoons. They be like, wait a minute, you're doing too much because you prepare for the amount of people. But then you have people like me who, like you were saying, like a difference between in the kitchen versus cooking for a lot of people. And they like, no, you gave them two. You can't give the people 3 pieces of chicken because blah, 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 blah. Well, they be like, can I get one more? I'm like, yeah. You know, they like, nah, give me them. So my tongues have been revoked. How do you know how much to give a person by looking at the crowd?
Well, in all honesty, it's a mathematical thing because you're supposed to serve by ounces, meaning aluminum pans. That's what most caterers use. You use a full pan or a half pan. A full pan should serve X, Y, and Z, and a half pan should serve that. Now, how do you come up with the numbers for that? Because let's say macaroni and cheese. You should be using an ice cream scooper. Ice cream scoopers come in different sizes. They come in 2, 3, 4 ounce, whatever. And that's the way you calculate it. So if you do not use an ice cream scooper, because you actually should be able to serve 40 to 50 people. And I'm giving you numbers off of a full pan, meaning the pan is full. It's not shallow. It's not a half pan. Because there's many caterers out here, when you take the lids off, the pan half full. That's not a full pan. You're gonna run out of food.
Okay, so to the length of it and to the height of it.
Right. A full pan means just what it says, a full pan. If you order, just say, we're gonna say macaroni and cheese, it should be full. Now, when I say full, I don't mean like running over, it's all sloppy and nasty, but it should be full. For me, 3 pounds of macaroni will fill up a pan.
3 pounds. Oh, boxes when they. I don't. Okay, go
And
ahead.
let me say this as well about that. And that's provided, and this is gonna sound really weird, but you have to use certain brands to get certain results.
Okay.
Yeah. Some
So
people would be like 3 pounds of 3. It's not. It's not. Using a better noodle is the way to go. Stay out of Dollar Tree.
yeah, that's something. I didn't say that. The thoughts and the views of the guests on Shop Talk with Mel are those of the guests. I know a lot of people that try to cut corners though. Just like with baking a cake, a friend of mine, she bakes cakes. Matter of fact, she was on last week, the dental hygienist, Noelle Fagans. She bakes it with the real ingredients.
Mhm.
She will not cut corners, and her prices are her prices.
Mhm.
Well, then you have people that are upset and feel as though you're doing A, B, C, and D, and this is how much they cost. And they're like, well, that's too much. What do you say to that person that feels like, well, you charge high, I can beat that price? Because I know that in your commercial, it says we do the best for less.
Okay, we're gonna cover 2 things at once. Number one, everybody knows food is expensive. The inflation is extremely outrageous. we'll go with this one first. But just because food is high, don't mean that we should be highway robbing people.
Okay.
Number two, if you go to a person and that person's price is not of your liking, that person is not your customer. Because you came to that person because you wanted their service. If you wanted their service, you wanted their price. Now, if the price is not, if somebody's not charging, I'm making up numbers. They say a pound cake and they say $125. I'm just making up numbers. Okay.
I'm
But this,
hoping. Go ahead.
but this person's pound cake is thebomb.com. You only have two options: pay the $125 or walk away. I mean, people make it such a big deal. I mean, you either want it or you don't. And I mean, what this is not is an auction. You cannot call me and then tell me my price is too high. Or you get, and I'm going to just put it out there, when people call you asking if you take EBT rewards, meaning they want to pay you with EBT rewards.
Food stamps.
Yes, ma'am. But, you know, I always tell people I run a legit business, and you don't take hamburger to McDonald's and be like, can you make my Big Mac? I mean, so we got to have the same respect. It is, the catering world is very challenging, especially with prices being high. And I always try to work with people to the best of my ability. But you also have people that try to run game on you. Oh, that's too high. Okay, well, my suggestion is shop around.
Okay.
You know, call somebody else, check the prices, and then always remember quality is key.
That part.
And that's what people, and I provide more than catering service. I'm a firm believer in customer service. You know, your guests are highly important.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to make sure not only that they experience a fabulous meal, they need to experience, my staff needs to be polite. You can't look a certain way and serve food. Don't nobody want to eat a meal from somebody cosmetically challenged. You know, I tell my staff, get your face on, make sure your lip gloss popping, your hair need to be combed, groomed. You know, people eat with their eyes, so they see you first. So let's make this meal pleasant.
That part. Now, I do know, and I have experienced when I was running out of something, you actually catered it. And I was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting all these people. I don't even remember what it was, like 200 people. And we were up it was a graduation party. I remember I looked, I said, oh God, we're running out of people. And I'm looking, and the line just kept going. And you said, you calmed me down. You were like, I got you.
Right.
It was like, I don't know where this food kept coming from, but it was coming, and it was coming. And I think I ran out of plates, and a cousin had to go to her trunk because she had some in there.
And
So when you say full service, you are. Now, one time you had tablecloths. You was like, oh, I got something. What? I knew. I got water. I said
and
full
that's the other humongous plus side to a full service. You know, sometimes people, they'll be like, well, I'll get my own plates. I actually give my customers the plates. And the only way I do not is if they get the upgraded. And the reason being is because for some reason, when people say plates, their first stop is Dollar Tree, Dollar General. So let me tell you what's going to happen. I just stood on my feet all night cooking. And then they come with these Dollar Tree plates. And as soon as you put the chicken on the plate or whatever, all the food on the floor. Or they got 25 plates trying to make one plate. And it just makes, honestly, it makes my job so hard just because of a plate. So anything that I cater, I provide the plates because I can't deal with that.
Okay.
I just can't. I can't do the styrofoam cups, the little white cups that you put coffee in.
Okay. No company. Look, the company cups.
No, no. Dollar Tree forks, they break off in your mouth. I mean, just it's just certain things you got to know. It's a no.
But you know what? That is so, the full service seems to be more convenient because if you're focused on your party or your event, you don't have to worry about all of that. You know it's taken care of.
Exactly.
Versus, oh gosh, did you get the plates? Oh, I forgot the cups. What? Did you get napkins? Hey,
Right. Full services allow you to come to your event, enjoy your event. That's what they do. You don't have anything to worry about. You don't have to worry about, oh, sister, cousin Lou was supposed to bring this and she didn't. Now somebody trying to run to the store. It just takes the load off of you. And it's not like it's for me, my full service is whatever your total bill is, we add 20%.
that's
That's
not
it. So that, I mean, trust me, and I'll tell you this, and I've seen it with my own eyes. When people choose the other route, they spend way more than that 20%.
I was going to go there regarding the food because
Mm-hmm.
once someone gives them their price and it's like, this is how much it is, and they say, oh, well, I can cook that, cousin Berta or whoever can be like, well, I could cook that for this amount. But they didn't take into consideration the labor.
Mm-mm.
However, they'll go get their vehicle fixed and they're going to pay more for the labor than the actual part.
You preaching, girl.
So in saying that, you got to make it make sense and make it work best for you.
Right.
I'm not trying to be, robbed, like you said, not trying to rob everybody, trying to make it work, but not rob yourself when you have a business.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw where Nathan Nate the Agitator, he said he was like, he often send people elsewhere if his prices are too high for them. And my god sister said something and it stuck with me and it still sticks with me to this day. You have to be who you are, believe in you, believe in your prices,
Mm-hmm.
not waver because your community will find you.
Um, One of my customers told me this I'm probably gonna say 10 years ago, and it's so true. She said your gift will make room for you,
Yeah, I've heard that too.
and it did, and it did,
See,
and
there
it
you
did. And I
go.
mean, I remember when major doors started opening for me, and that kept playing in my head because people that really know me, people think they know me, they don't. I'm actually shy. People don't believe it, but I am. I don't like to be in the spotlight. Even doing this show, it's
I
like
I do that. Let me tell y'all. Real quick, I sat there and I text and I didn't get a response. I was like, I didn't get no response. I said, hold on. Then I called and it went to voicemail. I said, I know she ain't about to play me like that. Come on.
no, no, no.
I went to text your daughter. I didn't see your message. I went to text your
Oh,
daughter
okay.
and I was like, listen here. Please tell me she ain't pull out. Knowing her, she probably did. Because I know you are shy. So
Mm,
this is a big thing. It's a big thing. And
mm.
hit send, you called me when I was getting ready to hit send. I was like, come on, Michael, I need you to come and do this because we need to talk about this because I know she
Was
been
on the freeway.
yes, you were on the freeway too. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I usually anything that has to do with something like this, Mike Hill handles it for me.
Well, I'm glad it is early and you up and you out. See, she
He's
outside.
coming out my show.
Good. Let me not even ask you because I know about the Thanksgiving meal that you do where you feed the community and you get
Hmm.
a huge turnout.
Yeah.
All of that, you have some people who donate turkeys and
Hmm.
which is really, really cool that some of that cost is offset. But you are usually the one reaching, and I'm gonna say this is not her. I know that you be like ration out your own personal
Mhm.
responsibilities to feed the people. And then you may have people to be like, well, she don't have to feed the people.
Right.
But let me tell you, when you hear from God
Right.
and when you see these same faces that are waiting and excited, I think that's probably where my grandmother was talking about, be a cheerful giver. I always used to be like, well, but the reward in looking at these faces and seeing these people, because there was a lot of people, even at your Easter one,
Mhm.
was smiling where it was family. Strangers became family and they look
Mhm.
forward to it. I do know this year you can't make it happen. And I felt your pain and I'm like, she just can't do it. And I'm the one that was like, you just can't do it. Because
Mm-mm.
and when you can't, you gotta know when your cup is empty,
Right.
you gotta know what we just lifting up weight. That's it. Because you have no more to give at this time. So I wanted you to come on and talk about that and also talk about the grandparents matter that
Okay.
you wanted to do. So I'm getting ready to jump over to another section, but I want the people to know, if you're listening to Shop Talk with Mel, or if you can share, hit that like button, all that good stuff, to let the community know that the Thanksgiving this year, she can't do it. Don't be mad at me, but I was on the phone and I'm like, you can't do it. So look, don't be mad at me, because she was trying, but it would not have been her work because she just can't do it. Dealing with personal issues,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much where it's at. So people, let everybody know, let your friend know, let maybe they, word of mouth is always the best. Let the people know that she is unable to do the Thanksgiving meal this year. Cause see, I know her and she gonna try to do something and be like, okay, wait,
I
and
am.
she can't do it. I'm saying she can't do it.
No, I can't. Yeah, I mean, I've wrestled with this and wrestled with this because I've been trying to figure out how, but unfortunately, she is correct. I can't. Let me just say this. There are people that do contribute, but let me say this. If you know me, you know me. It's very seldom that I ask, and that's my fault. It costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do what I do, especially for Thanksgiving. Um, if you were able to attend last year it was amazing. At the McGuffey Center, we had hundreds and hundreds of people, and it was just really like a big family reunion. But I've been taught, if you can't do something, if I can't do it right, I can't do it. And I've been doing this for 15 years. I started out just passing out boxes, like giving people turkey and all the little fixings. And that's when I found out people didn't even have stoves, refrigerators. They're sitting on milk crates in their homes. So here it is, me thinking I'm blessing them and helping them. And I'm just going to call a spade a spade. They was probably selling the turkey just to get a little couple dollars for that, because they didn't even have anything that they could cook the turkey with. So Mel is correct, and I will definitely be being obedient this year. I can't. So I've already cried about it. My heart is torn, but I can't do it right. I can't do it. But on the plus side, I am having an event November 9th that is entitled Grandparents Matter. And the grand part is all capitalized. And FYI, Miss Shop Talk is one of the grandparents that are being honored this year. So we have like 10 honorees, and then we have one group, and they are called, not group, it's a husband and wife, and they are called the Well Seasoned Grandparents Award. That's the award they're getting. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget their name. It's Reverend and Mrs. Bob Thornton, which
Okay.
is Robin Newberry's parents. You know what I'm
Okay.
talking about? Gotcha. Okay, so they are our well seasoned grandparents for 2025. And then we have the 10 honorees, which is some fabulous people. Like I said, Mel's one of them. And the list is up there because I don't want to start calling names because I'm going to forget. But I could say Mel because she's on the show and I'm looking at her. But this event is on November 9th. It starts at 3 p.m. and it's at the Oka. And this is my second year doing this, and this will be an annual event. Grandparents never get recognized. They never get recognized, and guess what? They do the absolute most. Grandparents matter because for some kids, that's all they got. So if they didn't have that grandma or that grandpa, where would they be? We have great grandparents that are raising the kids. I mean, because the average grandmother this year started what, 25?
That's a mess.
It is, but it's the truth.
I've been passed out. I'm like,
Yeah, you figure 25, 26 people grandparents. And it's like, but think about it. When we was in high school, how many of your friends had kids?
Well, there you go. I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, so
One-
it just, but now we talking double digits. At these like 25, we talking, and some people it's more than, we talking triple digits. And it's just like,
Not no triple digits. I'm
girl,
done.
you know some of these folks got 3 kids. But you know, so we got little ones trying to raise kids. So grandparents get stressed out and they need some extra love. So this one day on this event that I do every year now, it's all about the grandparents.
And let me let you guys know, you have to nominate your grandparents. That's how it happens. Because when
Right.
I looked, I was like, wait, I'm not worthy. I was like, I'm not worthy. No, for real, because I was like, I just started. I'm not worthy. But when you say the well seasoned, so I'm with the salt and pepper. I'm with the salt and pepper season.
Come on, Mrs. Dash. Look, come on, Mrs. Dash.
I'm with the Mrs. Dash.
Salt free, Mrs. Dash. But it's an amazing time. It really is. I have a speaker, Stephanie Leonard. You're gonna get a grandma home cooked meal. We also don't, let me leave this part out because this is a great part. You can write an essay about your grandparent. We're giving away 3 cash prizes, and these essays are according to age brackets. So it's not like you're gonna have somebody 5 and then somebody 20. So they are in age brackets. So last year, I think she was 5. And it was awesome. I mean, what she wrote was so good. You could tell she wrote it because it was all about fingernails and she colors with me. And it was really cool. So if you can get your grandbaby to write an essay, I believe in rewarding folks for what they do. You never know. They might walk out with a prize. But we also, last year, I met a grandmother. She just came. She's 100.
It was so crowded. It was
Yeah.
so.
You remember the lady that was 100? We didn't know, and she,
Yeah, you gave
girl,
her.
she called me, and this year it says sign her up again.
That is so nice. That was awesome because she was just sitting out in the
Yeah,
audience.
she just came. Her granddaughter just brought her.
So see, you can honor your grandparent just by bringing her. And I know a lot of people are like a 5-year-old, they couldn't have wrote it themselves and da 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 when she was sharing that. Let me tell you, my grandson, how old was he? 3? Having full-on conversations. Yeah, it was last year. And he said, while he was getting his food, he go, he walked by, they was with the giving. He was like, oh, I don't need pork. Just like that.
Yes,
They
he
were like,
did.
oh. So these young little babies, they letting you know what it is. And I
And
looked,
that's
I said, oh, okay. So I ended up seeing somebody from there, and we were at the park in Boardman. And she said, I remember him. And then she said, I remember you. We sat at the table. That's the little boy that said, oh, no, no, thank you. I don't need pork.
Mhm.
I was
But
like,
let me say, when the baby wrote this letter
uh-huh.
or whatever it was wrote like a 5-year-old wrote it. But here's the thing. She wrote everything she talked about everything her grandmother did with her. It
Mhm.
wasn't like she sat down and wrote a real essay. She said, my grandma sings with me. She paints my toenails. She runs around outside with me. She plays in my hair. She lets me do her hair. And these are things, this is impact on our babies. You
Mhm.
have to spend quality time with them. I mean, it's just like saying, if you sit Sam down, he can tell you everything Squally do. He can tell you. If you don't take time with them, they're not going to have anything to say.
And that is true.
So, I mean, grandparents matter. I'm a
That,
grandma. I only have one. And I'm a Mimi, thank you. And grandparenting is a totally different type of love. Can't explain it, but it's different from the love you have for your own children that you birth. But when you get a grandbaby, we on a different wave here.
and I'm sure a lot of people that are listening and viewing that are grandparents is probably like, exactly. Because you'll be like, bye, you ain't worth a dime. Give me him. Like, what happened?
Girl,
I'm going to bring the crew on.
bring the crew on.
Bring the crew on to
And
see.
tell Nate don't be messing with me.
Look, I'm like, I'm trying. There we go. Look at him.
Me? Me?
Oh, no, not you. No, not you, Nate.
Well, hey, listen, I want to start off by saying I'm incredibly proud of you. And I just thought you
Thank
was a
you.
good food. But do you like take donations for your homeless thing? Do you
I
take
do. I
okay?
do.
Well, I will have Mel put that information out there for all that want to donate, because I mean that's a thankless job, and I mean I know you see the blessings in it. I know you feel that, but I mean
I
just to
do.
be out there and do that, I mean, I'm you number one. You number one.
Well, thank you, Nate. That my
And-
my
and-
my reward is seeing their faces.
right,
Like literally, these people are so grateful. I mean, if you've never been there, it's something you would really have to experience
I would
because
love
it
to.
is.
I would
You're
love
always
to.
welcome. It's awesome. You meet great people, and a lot of them they'll tell you their stories. And let me just say one thing I forgot to say. When Mel said that I feed any and everybody I do, and I'm gonna tell this quick story. A lady pulled up to my free meal, and she pulled up in the Escalade.
Mhm.
And some of the people that volunteers started mumbling. Like, I know she ain't coming to get no free meal. She got a
Mhm.
brand new Escalade. And I'm like, close your mouth. So she gets out the car. When she opened the door, no lie, they started pouring out this truck like it was a circus. It was like 10 kids packed in this truck. So she comes out and she was like, who's in charge? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking to her and she busts out crying. And she said, I bought this truck when I retired. She said, I had 2 children, both of them strung out on drugs. She said, these are all my grandchildren. She said, I can't, they had real long, beautiful hair. She said, I can't comb their hair because her hands are carpet tunneled, whatever.
Mhm.
This lady's heart is broken. And she was crying. And she said, the reason I feed it the last month, because it get people over the hump.
Mhm.
And she is like, is it okay if all of them eat? Girl, yes. But I said that to say you can never judge a book by its cover. And we do that. Yes, she had an Escalade. She bought that Escalade because she done worked a gazillion years
Mhm.
and she retired. Now she got 10 grandkids.
Wow. Wow.
So when I say it's a lot going on in our own backyard in the city and people sending their money to feed the children or whatever, and I ain't knocking that, but we got people right here locally
Mhm.
that's catching it.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to. I want to put this out here early. It would behoove you not to put me over the mac and cheese. I'm just.
We already know.
Okay. Well, as long as you know,
They
might
gonna
come
get
up
a
a
half
little
a
short.
teaspoon,
What's
2
them
elbow
noodles on your
macaroni
plate?
noodles.
What's them 2 noodles on your plate? Oh, that's his mac and cheese. Yes.
Mm-mm.
But
Leave it
yeah,
up to Nate.
I'm a salute.
Thank you. Mel?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I listen. I'm just listening to everything, and like even though you said you're shy, you're an inspiration, and that's
Thank you.
just what
She
you do is
wasn't
amazing.
for me till today. She wasn't for me until today.
You know what, Nate? Bye.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Lord.
I know her. That's my cousin.
You see what
That's
we
my-
have. You see what we deal with here every week.
Oh, I
And
know.
I know you know.
Yeah, Nick can be a handful.
No, Nate. Nate is the handful here.
Hilarious.
You guys are funny.
A mess. A hot mess. I want to thank you for coming on. And I also want to put this out here for the listening audience. It is Food for Your Soul on Facebook and all socials. The phone number is 330-402-4073. Again, Food for Your Soul on Facebook and all socials. Phone number is 330-402-4073. And that is Michelle White. All right, darling. I know, look, you parking lot pimping at the church.
It's the number 4 too.
Doing.
You have to use the number 4.
Oh, yeah, let me do it. Food for Your
Yeah.
Soul.
It's the number 4.
Number 4,
Mhm.
Your Soul. On all
Yes,
socials.
ma'am.
All right. And that number again, one more time is, go ahead, Michelle.
330-402-4073.
All right. Question. Are you nonprofit or for
No.
profit? For profit.
4.
Because I was thinking like you could get different grants and stuff like that.
I'm
If you-
working on it.
Yeah, if you were.
Look, after 15 years.
But that's okay. But hey, that's why you had to cancel though. And there is nothing wrong with it because that money's not flowing in and you are giving from you.
Mhm.
That's a good thing. That's what's most important.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This young lady supports everyone. Real talk. Real talk. Like for real. Somebody was in the hospital and they needed some real food. I was like,
Yeah.
help. Like, are you supposed to be having it? Listen here, I need a friend right now, not another nurse. So I thank you. And if you would like
You're
to
welcome.
support Michelle White, you can do so. Again, it is Food, the number 4, Your Soul on all socials.
Mhm.
And you can reach out to her at 330-402-4073 for all of your catering needs. And I suggest the full service, especially if you had a personality like mine. Get the full service because all that food be sitting there. I'll be like, okay, and what am I supposed to do with this? Hold on. Y'all got some spoons in the back. We got to run to the Dollar Tree. Ah, look at her.
Bye. It's about some Dollar Tree.
We got to go get some utensils real quick.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely hilarious. And the Grandparents Matters event is again when?
November 9th
November
at 3 p.m. at the Oka. Tickets are $30.
Tickets are $30.
Mhm.
All right.
And that
Now-
includes a meal.
Obviously, yeah. And look, food. How am I gonna go to a Food for Your Soul event and not have no food?
Girl, you know you coming out swole.
Okay. swole like a mug. So just pin that diet. Be like, okay, we'll pick up tomorrow. We'll pick up
Tuesday.
mañana, since you said it's at the Oka house. We'll pick it up mañana. All right, lovely lady. Thank you
All
so
right. You have a great day. Keep being beautiful. Talk to you later.
much. You too. She out here.
Bye, Shop Talk.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. A lot of people didn't know all that about Michelle.
I
why
didn't.
I've been trying to get her on for a long time. And
I used to just smile when I seen her there. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me go and get a plate. Let me go buy me a couple of dinners. But I didn't know the water was that deep.
Very much so. A lot of people don't know. They just like, okay, here you go. This is what she's doing. And I told you how I met her. And you know, I'm nosy. I'm in the neighborhood, like I'm on my way to the station, and I just was like, what's going on over here? And I was I'm gonna shout you out.
Quiet as it's kept, Mel. Like even last week's guest, I didn't think she could read, and here it is. She's, that. Like,
you know she gonna get you right.
I be hobnobbing with people. You know what I mean?
You be surprised. You have a good time with these people, and they're funny, and looking, not realizing, these people.
I can build we can build a nice team. The Shop Talk experience.
But I'm gonna tell you something that's interesting. What's interesting is when you're learning their personality, and it's like, oh, okay, and then you learn what they do professionally and realize that there's a time and a place versus the I know your personality and the cancel culture. Because you're not going to get the person that you get here in the professional realm.
Right. And I know
like you've been doing photography for years.
Since 2002, yeah.
Top notch, dressed properly. That's what matters to me. Not a t-shirt.
And my Polaroids be off the map. My Polaroids be popping.
Now, I got to give this to you. I got to give it to you at Oz. And I was talking to Oz in his latter days. And I was like, Oz, what do you do? He said that they would get upset with him when he would tell them they need to fix. He's thinking they need to fix their shirt. He didn't know that they wanted the belt emblem showing, like his hat is tucked in the front. I commend that type of photographer because you see what we don't see. We're looking like ready for the pose. Please tell me that my skirt is up on the side. I might not know. And that's what I like about you as well. It's like, okay, here you go. You want to look at that? Boom. That stuff matters. And I don't like the photographers. If you want to wear all black, I don't like the photographers that don't come, or anybody that I have incorporated in anything that I'm doing. Please dress the part. Because if you're not dressed and you're hired, that sets the tone for everybody in there. And how you dress is
how you will be addressed.
Exactly. We classy up in here.
That's right. I be like classy and stuff. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Nah, I mean.
And here's the thing. So they'll see you on here and be like, oh, I don't know, should I get his service? And not realizing that this is Nate the Agitator.
Yes.
This is Nathan Woodard.
This is how I decompress for the week. Holding it all in. It gets me through the job. I said, Sunday I'm going to see Nick and I'm going to be like, look at your toenails. You know what I mean? Just anything to help me.
Come out and you be like, oh, i.e. like Nick the Voice. You see Nick the Voice on stage, you be like, wait, hold on. A lot of people thought she was like that old. She played Sister Betty. They thought that they was like, where's Sister Betty? I said, oh, that's her right there. What?
Yeah, but I mean, she looks old.
No, she don't. He plays it. She gonna get him after.
Lord, I'm trying to be good today.
But when she's in her roles, whichever role that she's in, it's a totally different person. Bam, there you go. This is my profession, this is my profession. So I'm in it
Mhm.
versus who you see here.
And child,
So,
listen. That,
so with saying that, I am saying everybody has a professional side. And as Nate said, this is how you decompress. You like, you come here, you kick it with us.
Release, vomit.
Release. No, release all that extra stuff. I'll be like, I gotta cut that part. Gotta cut that. Can't put that on air. Can't do that. Let's fix it. Yeah,
him,
it's him all the
him.
time. But that's all right.
Yeah,
Listen,
you.
I got a question for you. Talk about these hot topics real quick. What age, or do you think there's an age that we, as humans, should leave the club alone?
When you walk in and see a kid in there.
That's that club.
Austin,
That's that club.
hey,
All
hey,
the clubs you're done?
I don't know, but I have a firm rule. If I see different color hair, I shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Other than the silver, the grays, some blondes, but when you see like that turquoise and that pink and purple hair, it's not the place for me. So that's
Oh,
my
you
personal.
hating on my blonde and purple then, huh? We gonna
I
have this
might-
conversation again.
I might hang around for a little with your blonde, but does it match the carpet?
Bye.
can't.
Bye.
I
Bye.
can't. See,
Bye-bye.
that's why I always have to be hitting buttons and stuff. But
I
look,
just
I can
asked-
take that out, because if you didn't catch it, you ain't catch it. I could see me out. Oh, I'm up here sweating, and it's like 60 degrees outside.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
them flashes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, Nick. What do you think? Is there a time that, or age that you think that you should like step away from the club, or we should step away from the club?
It depends. Like, I'm not going nowhere now that I'm home. I was always the bar fly.
Okay.
I went to the bar last Tuesday, and I was just looking around like, why? I mean, and I guess it depends on where you go in the crowd, because if you're going to a club that is specifically for the older crowd, that's fine, but not all the time. Not all the time. So really around our age, in the 50s, start slowing down.
I don't
But then,
know.
you
because
go to the bar and you see somebody 70 years old still kicking it. It's like,
Okay. Wait, Nate, what were you saying?
I don't know, because we were born, we still cool, man. And in our city, Youngstown, we have a lot of stuff that's catered to for us. So I mean, going to your Diane Story spot, Jazz in the Park, even the Elks on certain nights. You see us. It's when you see the kids trying to infiltrate our fun is the problem. So
Well, but the question is,
you're right.
the question is not where you go, because you go where you go. Again, your community will find you, or you'll find them. What is the age where we should stop going out, hanging out, chilling? I saw somebody put I go to the lounge. That's still going out. So what age, or do you think there's any?
I don't
it's
think
hard
there
to
is
say.
any.
No, it depends on the person, the individual person. Really, it
Or
does.
I think if you ain't just a every weeker, you catch me at the cigar lounge.
Oh, the bar stool. If you're not a bar
If you ain't the bar stool, you know what I mean? Give it up. Because soon as people come to mind when you say bar stool, but I'm
I mean, they're there all day.
yeah, every day. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but this place ain't jumping like that. But I mean, it's your spot.
But what about like the VFW, American Legion, the Elks Lounge? Like, you have people that's older.
But
Yeah, I mean, and that's our crowd.
Whoa.
But again,
They won't think that. They be like, get out of here.
Exactly. I tell my wife all the time. We tell a story. I say, she gonna get beat up going to this VFW. Oh, Ethel over there in her orthopedic boot, and you come in here in high heels and jeans. You the cute young girl. Now Oscar want to buy you drinks all day. I am not jumping in when Ethel goes to swinging. I am not. Leave that VFW alone. You in your high heels and she in her orthopedic boot. You coming here and she after old Oscar's pension. She know he was buying me drinks before she come here. I said, when Ethel starts swinging, I'm turning another way. And I need you to.
I got you, sis. I'll step on Ethel's corns.
No, hey, that's between you and Ethel. That's Ethel's place.
Oh man. Well,
only Nate.
A study done. And this study that was done says that the age that you should stop partying is 69. They did. It was a social study. They said 69. I say there is no age because you guys heard the saying, the more you move, the more you move. Meaning, if you're moving around and you're out and about, you'll continue in the latter years still moving. The ones sitting complacent, next thing you know, you might be balled up. And then you can't even move, contracting. So
I like that. I will agree. 69 seems good to me.
You would agree?
It's not just the number that we all love.
It's not. What you got, Nick? What do you think about that with the study show?
I mean, I can see it because I've been right down at Frida's and been in the bar with somebody that's been like in their early 80s. So, I mean, that's why I said it depends on right. That's why I said it depends on the individual person.
Well,
how
Nick being 68, you being 68 right now, you only got another good year. How does it make you feel?
Okay, so people listen, don't believe him because if I'm 68, then he's 68 because he's 10 days older than me. Boom. Gotcha.
That is right.
Yeah, you forget that.
Well, y'all 68.
I ain't think that was too.
Yeah, you didn't. I got you, though. I got you.
Well, here's the thing. Let's really look at it. All jokes aside. It really shouldn't be an age because that's your social hour. That's like a healthy thing. Socialization. I get to communicate with other people. If you live at home alone, I get to go out, enjoy people, and I get to go back. And they say that you have a longer life.
Well, if we alter that question a little bit, instead of say what age
and decreased depression. Go ahead.
If we change the word from age to time, because the new 8 p.m. is the old 2 a.m. for us. So we ain't out at the club at 10, 11 o'clock at night. Happy hour, you might see me till 7, a strong 8. But when I'm trying to show out, I'm out till 11. But we ain't out that long. Our events are usually during the day. So at 80, I could be out at 4 o'clock because, Walker, Texas Ranger come on at 7. Then Don Ump comes on at 8. So I got to be home for that.
Oh, you be watching MASH?
Not Don Ump. That's not MASH. I watch everybody knows.
I got mad when MASH came on. I know I ain't watching that.
SVU, baby, all day, every day.
But here's the thing: we have day parties too. That's why I do day parties. Day parties rock with me. Boom, I'm gonna sit down.
8 o'clock, I'm ready to go home and say, Mel to a good one. Let me. That was a great party, Mel.
It was right. Go ahead. What you got, Nick? What'd you say?
In Houston on a Sunday, everywhere is popping with their day parties, and it be all ages. You be like, you can't go nowhere on a Sunday in Houston, and it's not popping. You be like, dang, this is more crowded than it was last night.
Yeah,
like,
hey, couple years.
Day parties be popping.
I'll change my pamper.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt.
That day party, I'll be changing my pamper, get out there early. Oh, you know what I mean? 4, 5 o'clock, I'm ready to go to sleep.
Well, here's the thing too with the day parties. If you meet somebody, it's still early. You want to go to dinner, 6 o'clock, y'all back at the house at 8. All is well.
The game is still, just altered. It's a little change, but it's still there.
You're still out there clubbing.
That's
I don't think there should be an age, honestly.
You're right.
let me tell you, let me ask you both these. This. Do you feel as though that there should be an age limit on certain bars, clubs, lounges?
Oh, heck yeah.
Hmm.
'Cause these
No.
young kids is crazy and disrespectful, and I don't got time. I got too
That-
old to be. Yeah.
That's-
Just yeah.
Would you say, Nate?
That's for you. You got too old, tired, but that's the club's money. Them young kids coming there, 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, start a fight now, but they done made a $2,000-3,000. You gonna get over there and sip on one drink, you'll sex on the beach for 3 hours. Then another dude might buy you another one. You ain't spending no money. Them young kids coming in, yeah, give me 6 shots, Patron. Making you can't take that from the bar. So I mean, no, there's not a thing. Hey, you just hope to keep it open. They don't tear it up.
But a lot
Okay,
of bars around here are changing. that.
Remember Friends? What was it? Friends 40 and over or 30 and over? What was Friends? Somebody in the chat, if y'all remember Friends on the South Side, I feel like it was like 30 and over, 40 and over, something like that.
You ain't talking about Larry's, are you?
It's across the street. It was across the street from Larry's. But the Larry's, you had to be a certain age. I think it was over 21. Because I remember being in college and I still couldn't get in there.
They let y'all in.
They did not let you in. They did.
You didn't
not.
have the right shirt that day. You didn't have the right shirt on, Mel.
Hey man, you know
Yeah,
what?
they knew who you were.
Listen,
They knew
probably.
that's who you were. And
That was
What
probably
about
like,
what
where
you
you
know,
came from, so you wasn't getting in.
you're probably right. But see, I used to be dressing when we used to go to Cleveland to the flats. We all dressed like we was on an interview. That's what they used to tell me.
Yeah,
Cholesterol.
I can see the small thin tie. You was Condoleezza Rice back then.
Listen, I used to be
Everybody
told
was
like,
like,
why are you dressing up like that? Yeah. Same
That
thing.
was
Like
the
you
look,
want to work or something.
Yeah, she was Condoleezza Rice.
That's probably
Like-
probably why I have to worry about being backstage underage. It was like,
Yeah.
look.
Get this nerd away from us.
All right, 30 and over, friends, 30 and over. Thank you, Cornell. So these 30-year-olds they still spending money. They are still spending money.
The younger they are, the more money they spend because they got
You don't take a risk. You gonna risk it all?
What do you mean?
You'll risk it all. You said, well, the younger ones, they buy the drinks, just pray they don't tear it up, versus somebody older that's sitting there and drinking one Long Island for 3 hours.
You would have to as a club owner.
Ones I know
You would have
sitting
to.
there
That's
drinking.
why the Pit on Saturday. Do you see what the Pit is doing on Saturday versus a Sunday or something like that?
No, I don't.
See, exactly.
I go down there during the day.
Exactly. I go down there during the Sundays to watch the game. I'll order some food and then get two fruit punches, so they know they get a good 20 out of me. Versus Leroy and them coming dropping 150 trying to show off, buying all the girls on this side of the bar a drink, and they got to be top shelf. I don't drink slits. Today it's your money, so I drink good stuff. You know what I mean? but on your dime it's Schlitz.
Ah!
I know how the business world works. So I'm not. Hey, them clubs got to do what they got to do to survive.
Let me tell you, I accidentally bought somebody a drink. Accidentally. Mel, how did you accidentally buy somebody a drink?
Good question. How, Mel?
Here's the thing. We go into this place that is packed.
Mm.
The guy only has his card. He was like, I don't trust. And I knew him because we go way back.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, well, I don't trust my card here.
Mm.
I understand that. So I gave him $10. So he got, my change was like $1.25. I don't know what he bought in his glass. So that's what I was thinking about.
A double of something. It wasn't Cisco or Thunderbird. It wasn't that.
I see him. He worked for the street department, right? I happened to ride by. I was like, I want my money. This was 8 years ago. I still want my money. I was like, I'm not playing. I need my $8.75.
I know that's right. Drinks nowadays are
He was like, what? I ain't
That's
forgot. Remember we
expensive.
was here? But that's an easy way to actually get somebody to buy you a drink, because I get it. I'm not giving no, you ain't getting my card now. Now, if you know the people and it's a club or a spot that you go to and you trust your barmaid or bartender, different.
Knick
But
knack patty
some-
whack.
I want to go to this comment. Okay. Tamika Robinson, she said, working as a bartender in many different bars, I liked working with the older crowd. They tipped better and was more respectful. Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't even think about the respect part. So these youngins aren't respectful?
No.
No.
Well,
At
they
all.
don't-
I said that. They don't have no respect for nothing,
At all.
nobody, just ignorant. Not
But
ignorant, ignorant.
okay, let's say in Mimi's case, she making the drink. Like, you gonna be disrespectful for somebody got your drink?
Hey, she said they don't
They
tip.
do.
But I mean, hey, that's from a bartender stuff. I'm talking from the club owner. Yeah, whatever. They ain't tipping right. Well, you should be doing better. Make sure they keep that Patron running, or what's the highest drink? No, we're out of Tito's today because that's the cheaper. So I've heard. So we're out of Tito's. We got Patron. Push this Patron. So the bar makes the money. So I mean, I get her point from her angle, but from the bar's angle, man, please.
From the owner.
Yeah, from the owner's angle, yeah. Hey, listen, no, hey, sell the drink.
From a business perspective, it's just
Young
sell,
people.
sell.
The money comes from the young people.
Money comes from the young people. Okay, I think if the younger people, I think if a guy's there and he's trying to show out for a female, the female got to say, "You're not gonna tip." That's her time to say, "You're not gonna tip." Listen, I'm for real. When I'm out and somebody want to take me out and they don't tip, I'll reach in my purse because I'm gonna tip. Hey, and somebody did say, "What are you doing?" I was like, "You gotta tip them." Oh, I'm not doing that. Okay. Especially if they were a good waiter, waitress. And then I'll just handle the tip. But then after that, they understood the tip and they hummed and said, "This is ridiculous. How much do I need to tip?" And I will write it down. I think when somebody is making your drink like out, it's actual service, direct service. Not the people at the Starbucks and all the Dunkin' Donuts, and you ain't even go in. You went through the drive-through talking about tip. The people that's actually there, I would tip them, and I would tip them nicely because I want them to make sure they don't drop nothing in or do nothing extra, because people out here weird. Not saying that all people put stuff in your drink, but I think you need to respect people enough to say, "I appreciate you doing this for me, even though I know you're getting paid, but you put that extra in." They might give me some extra pineapple juice. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Hey. Well, my bartender, who I refer to as Knick Knack Paddywhack, always looks out for me. And I'll be sending people drinks. She'd be like, "Ice or no ice?" "No ice, just water." Send her a water from me. "No ice."
No.
It ain't love. It ain't love. It's just, I'm just sending her a drink.
Stop. You gonna send her some water and talk about no ice?
I've done it a lot of times. Hey, sit in the water over there with 3 straws. Tell them it's for me.
I can't. I cannot.
Hey, back in my
Did
day,
you,
I
hear
used
when
to be.
did you hear what Nate said, Nick? He said send her
No,
some
I
water
ain't hear him.
with no ice. He said send her. He was like, he'd be at the bar. He'd be like, "Yeah, send her a drink. Send her some water with no ice." You go get me some room temp water.
Hey,
Bye.
and then she'd be looking around and I'd be like this. "That's for me, girl. That's for me. Can I get your number?"
That's when
Next
you go
thing
over
you
there and pour it on his head.
Then you tearing up the man's establishment. Bar
look at
shut
it.
down because Nick the voice
You people.
started a fight.
You people.
Pouring the water on his head. Like, I know you did not just really.
But I got your attention.
Let me ask you this. If there was something that you've always wanted to do, but didn't do it, and you had the opportunity, would you do it today?
Yes.
Same question, Nick.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Huh? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to know what that is. Would you like to share? What is it that you always wanted to do, but deviated away from it because life happened?
See places. I want. I don't know. Everybody do Jamaica and all that stuff. I want to do Hawaii for some reason. It's been calling me for years, and a lot of it's expensive and stuff like that. But I want to do Hawaii, stuff like that. Travel, see more stuff. Ride the country. I want to get an RV and just ride the country and stay at campsites and things like
Get
that.
out my head. Ugh.
Oh, well, never mind. I don't want to do that because Nick want to do it, so it must be whack. I changed my life goals and dreams.
I always wanted to do a family trip like that. I really wanted to do a family trip like that. Just get a big old RV and we just go.
Just go.
And stop where we are and just, yeah.
I did that with
the family. If y'all don't tear the RV up.
No, I did that with it was my kids, me, my mom, and my grandmother. And to this day, that's the happiest thing I've seen with my grandmother, because she was so happy she just looked out the window and was rubbing her hands. And after that, she'd go in the back and go to sleep. We would take her back home to Mississippi. And I'm tearing up remembering that stuff. But it was to be it, and it's not the trip, it's the journey. When you out there with that. I mean, yeah, that RV thing is real. Is real. So yeah, that's and visit some places all south. I want to go to Africa, but shoot, look like with everything going on, we'll probably all be moving over there. But yeah, there are things that I have to do. I just
So at least you didn't give up on it.
No. I'm still young and able. Oh, able and young. You know what I'm trying to say.
You're still young and capable.
Capable. Yeah, that's what I say. That's communication.
That's it.
Communication.
All right. Let me ask this. Are you doing exactly what you wanted to do when you were younger?
No. I had no direction.
You had no direction with what? Your life?
I'm freestyling. Right now, I'm still freestyling. Luckily, my rap ain't ended. But man, when I look back and think about, I wasn't even thinking about, growing up and being older, because I came from where I came from. Two-parent household, strong grandparents, and it was always there. So I'm like, I literally just walked through life like, so what's next?
Yeah, you didn't have the worries. See, that's why I'm wondering, and it's like everything is so right, and you were able to be a child.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, without that responsibility, which that's how it should be. A child should be a child, and you're living in the moment. But what happens when that child grows up and say, "Oh, wait, I gotta what? Listen,
pay bills."
They
gave me that credit card so I can spend money. I don't have to pay them back.
What about you, Nick? What's your thoughts? Is this slow connection? Can you hear us?
She's drawing blank. Too much pink.
Okay. So what you do? Went to sleep? She went to sleep.
Whatever. I heard that.
No.
Okay.
Too much pink.
Was it too much pink? The pink lipstick, the eyeshadow. Let me see that bra. Hold on. Let's because I think I like this one. Hold on. Let's get her on the screen.
Hey, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's the only reason I'm wearing this bra outside.
I know that's the only reason. That's what it is.
Whoa, Mel. I'm feeling a certain type of way. When I wanted to celebrate and honor Breast Cancer Month, you shunned me. You like go put on a shirt, but I'm honoring Black awareness.
Talk about Black awareness.
You can't be on here. You get kicked off.
That's exactly what it was. And you know what's wild? There was a time where guys can take their shirt off and everything was fine.
Well, that was before we started having boobies like me. I got a nice A cup.
That's what happened. And that's why it was looking it was looking ladylike.
Well, I mean, breasts are breasts.
They were sitting, breast are breast. And yes, 1% of men makes up the count for positive breast cancer results. So yes, I can't let them do it, y'all. I can't. I mean, maybe you could just go with a scarf.
I will be calling HR.
Walnut shells and a rubber band.
I'm calling HR because you're discriminating against me. You don't know my pronouns. You don't know how I identify.
Well, we gonna. I have a pink bra for you that I can send to you. You can put on next week.
You already know he ain't doing that one.
Is the
But let me
right.
With the identify as, you cannot. That is where I was going when I said that like the guys can't even wear theirs out, because if you identify as, it's considered vulgar. Now watch this. Watch how the mind works. I know you're a guy. You say you identify as a female and you don't wear a bra. You telling me my mind is imagining that you are a girl and these are tatas and not just flat nipples like a man's breast. It's a woman's breast now. Isn't that wild?
That is wild. But, I do have too much point and too much this instead of the fullness that the woman
missiles, low bullets.
Right. Yeah. Like Mel,
you got missiles and you got bullets.
Well, Mel, scoot up a little bit.
My shirt says "Stop talking to Mel." That's it.
Let us see your shirt again.
My short talk is up top.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not fat. Look at
and
him.
I start to wear mine and put my bra on top.
It says, "I'm not fat. God gave me airbags because I'm precious." That's what my shirt says.
That is so nice. Oh, I like it.
Thank you.
All right, let me go to the comments. Damon Robinson said these kids today want a full-time job, but only work part-time hours. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
They want a full-time job and only want to work part-time hours because, baby, the call-off rate is crazy.
Well, they're more concerned about what they can get. It's not what they can do.
Is that why most of them are Lyft drivers and Uber drivers?
Well, it's quick, easy money.
And it's on their own time.
It's quick, easy money.
Nick has something to say. Go ahead, Nick.
I work with a young lady. She only works on the weekends. But a lot of times they say she's either very late, calls off, or sometimes don't even show up. I don't even know how she still has a job with her doing no-shows. But then she got upset with one of the other girls talking about, why do you keep getting all the hours? And the girl was like, for one, I'm full-time. Number two, I show up to work. And the girl's 18. The little girl's 18.
And because guess why? Because she's probably going to be a maid. 2-family household. She really don't have to work. So I am gracing you guys with my presence if I show up.
Please, Hollywood wasn't having it. At 16, he will wake up out of a sleep to get me at the work on time. He didn't play that. And one thing, man, if I done broke an arm, just wrap it up. You'll be all right. He wasn't leaving his couch, his chair. But if I had to be to work, that dude would be up and ready to take me to work. So it comes from, I've been working since 16. So, I mean, I've seen it and I've come from it, but it was instilled in me. And, like I tell the show a lot of times, my dad told me something that changed my whole life. I can tell the story if you'd like to hear it.
I would. How long is it?
Not real short. I was 17. Me and my friend was at the side of the house. My dad was cutting grass or something like that. I said, "Hey, Pops, I need $20 so I can go to the hotel with my girlfriend."
Oh, you told us this story.
Right. And he looked at me. My friend was like, and my dad looked at me and said, "So let me get this straight. You want my $20 and I ain't going to get to fill on her booty one time? If you want it bad enough, you'll figure it out yourself."
Blew your mind.
Blew my mind. I knew that if I wanted things, I'd have to figure them out by myself. And he was a staunch opponent. Is you get out there and you go to work. So I've always worked. That not coming to work and being late stuff, that's foreign to me.
But she's a female.
Yeah, my granddaughter go to work. She's 13.
Let me tell you, my first job, McDonald's on Market Street.
McDonald's on McCartney.
If you remember that was like the spot.
but it was the hardest job I've ever worked.
Well, let me tell you about my experience. I was up front. And let me tell you how I was. I'm being flat out honest. Oh, you can't put me in the back on fries or the grill. Why? And my manager's still around. She'd be like, girl, she was my manager. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, oh, I can't be around all that grease. Because I was talking about my face. So I'm the front register. That's one. This is my first job. Give me a break here. Then all my friends came and they was outside in the parking lot. As Michelle said, food for your soul, parking lot pimping. I looked at her and I was out there talking and she tried to help me. She was like, okay, go ahead and sweep the parking lot. Sweet, I'm out there with my friends, boom, boom, and getting paid. Then they was like, we about to go skating. I was like, what? I went back in. I was like,
I'm sick.
I was like, here you go, Rini. I quit. She was like, what? And she laughing and I'm laughing. I was like, no, for real. I was like, I quit. I was like, thanks so much. Man, boom, went home, got my skates, was like, bam.
Skating to do it.
Here's the difference. When you don't have to versus when you do. So the reason you got the job, the reason I got the job is because my cousins told me that I wouldn't know how to work. They're like, you can't get no job. You wouldn't know how to work. So just to prove them wrong, I went to work. I got the job. And then I stayed there about 2 weeks. And it was, it was a Sunday. You got me on the schedule a Sunday. Everybody know I go skating Sunday night. And it was a summer day.
Oh, yeah.
So I was trying.
Mm-hmm.
And
but I knew I knew I had to. My dad's stinginess played a part. You don't need that. Figure it out. So that's why I kept a job.
But that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It is.
Being a male and knowing that you're going to have to be the provider. You're going to have to figure it out.
He got me prepared for living by myself or on my own. Because he was like, and his number one rule, hey, you can stay here as long as you want, but I don't take care of nobody's parents. So he was telling me, as long as I ain't got no kids, I can stay in that house.
Now, let me tell you this, too. I want to add this. I knew my mother was going to be okay with me quitting because she had to have a meeting because the owner wanted me to wear makeup. You know, I ain't wear no makeup. I was Carmex. That was it. And
they wanted to pimp you out at your lookout at McDonald's?
That's what my mother said. That's exactly what my mother said. And she was like, she don't wear makeup. So what's the problem? She got hired. She didn't wear makeup. Now she's up front. You want her to have makeup. And then my mother went on and on with those old men back there. My child is still in school. Like, so what? It was like a tip out.
I had the old mafia dudes up at mine, so it was quiet at my store. You just made sure the coffee was fresh because they would sit out there. The old dudes would sit out there with their paper, and that was it. That was it.
Oh, you had the mafia. I had the old geezers.
Right. I was up there right by Cameron.
Did you work at a fast food, Nick? Did you ever work at a fast food restaurant?
One restaurant that was before. And I only did that just to get some extra money to pay for my first wedding. I stayed there for about maybe 2 months and then I was out.
Did y'all have old geezers there? Did y'all have old men in the back?
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning.
I worked in the afternoons. No.
Oh, okay. So they was gone.
Not where I worked. And I worked in Newcastle at the Arby's.
See, Nick, I was like you, but now I'm washing lettuce. And one day.
I was on the cash register.
I'm going to be on Friday.
I was on the cash register. I didn't work in the back. I worked the cash register. I was like Mel. I was up front. I was the first station.
I was like you, but now I'm washing lettuce. And one day I'll be.
But most of my jobs were in retail when I started, except for when I started my first job when I was 16. I worked at Cinema World in Hermitage,
you had a
old Cinema World.
Yeah, you had.
Yeah, I worked at Cinema World. And I was in the concession stand. And then after that, I worked all retail. I was at Ashley Stewart's, Fashion Bug, Timberland.
Yeah, you don't have that experience in. Okay, we talk about this. You ain't had that experience. You had grown jobs. Yeah, yours was grown, respected. We had McDonald's, how you do it? What time do I get out? When is my lunch break? Hiding fish sandwiches in the bathroom.
McGrill, Throwing that extra cheese on your own McRib.
I did
On
not
your
want to work
own.
at
Fix
McDonald's.
mine.
No pickles. Just throw that cheese on it.
I did not want to work at
Cookies on
everybody.
my
My
small
mom
bread.
go to McDonald's. Nope.
Well, good for you. She's bougie.
Yeah.
I ain't want to.
We brought it from the dirt. We
Yeah,
brought it out
bougie.
from the mud, Mel. She don't know
Her
about that.
check the way it was shipped in. Ours had grease fingerprints. There you go.
Yeah.
So we ain't had that. No, we ain't had that. Like, we worked hard.
It was the hardest
But
job
look at
to
us
do.
now. We still working hard. We making it. We
That's it.
entrepreneurs.
Ponors.
Entrepreneurs.
And see, you know, like I said, the retail stores, I love working in, you know, the retail stores with the clothes and the fashion, which reminds me, that is exactly why I'm in that little contest there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about
So
that in a
it has everything to do with
But that's
everything to do with my job.
But let me tell you, you remember DJs that was at the mall? The store. That's what DJs. It was called DJs, and they had all the stores. They had the stonewash with the patchwork. You had the jeans. I had some white jeans with the leather on the front. Like, I'm gonna have to show y'all some
Yeah, I
pictures.
remember the days with the leather on the front and stuff.
Well, they had that with the suede, the denim with the suede on the top of the shirts and on the bottom. It cost about $100, but it was cool. All the dope boys went there and bought their outfit off.
That's why.
Look, they bought it off the mannequin,
Mm-hmm.
but they wouldn't take no bath before they put it on.
Right. I mean, it's like smoking.
Just throw it on,
nervous
throw a little cologne on, and there you go.
And the chicks was loving them.
in curve.
You remember?
Smell like weed and curve. But see, I never
Why
dressed
they
like
still sell Curve?
Hey, hey, what Old Spice is still out
yeah.
there? What you think I got on now? Brute.
A lot of the discontinued, you can
Dracar.
get right at, I want to say, is it Ross's or one of those stores you can go and still get a lot of those old perfumes.
Yeah, Burlington, and they want to take your picture before you go in.
You better pay attention to
Yeah,
Target.
but I know Ross definitely.
You better pay attention to Target, Burlington.
I ain't going in Burlington's
see
no
what
more now. You take it because if I go at Burlington's, I'm gonna be on the news and they're gonna show my picture with my birds flying. I'm telling you because I'm just giving them the middle fingers.
If you know, don't go. You know
exactly. That's why I'm not going.
These companies must learn to don't upset the blacks. It can be advantageous to your bottom line. The blacks are a peculiar group, but when they bind up and say, we're not doing this, heads are going to roll.
Well, actually, we've known forever. We just didn't pay attention to the power that we have. Now we are being more cognizant of the power that we have. We always have been the consumers.
We are the
goal.
Project.
The goal now is for us to have our own businesses instead of patronizing yours and still, or investing in our own.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem that I see is we won't come to us.
Right.
Yeah.
What's happening, which is the story of Black Wall Street. They had it, and it was like we were coming to us and we were doing it. And then now it's like, oh, we're not doing that anymore. What's going on?
Hey, just like what they did to Jesus, when they messed him up pretty bad. So when Black Wall Street was thriving and everything like that, oh no, the powers that be said, no, y'all, listen here, we can't have you doing that,
We could have rebuilt if we kept going.
There was a fear factor that me and you know nothing about.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they were upset, in Arkansas when they're building the all-white town.
Yes. They can have it. We don't want it.
Yeah. Oh, they upset because we like, all right.
Good.
Whatever. Yeah, cool.
Okay,
Wait.
and
Hold on, guys. You guys don't want to protest or be mad at us? No, man, go ahead. No, knock yourself out, bro.
And it benefits. It benefits us because I don't want what you have.
Knock yourself
Go
out.
ahead and
And
have
all
your
the
way
races move
over
there.
here. This is what y'all do. So steer clear. I got all this over here. You
Well, the problem
you
is,
jail your own self in that area.
if we did it, they would be trying to pillage and poison.
They want to come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why can't we get in? Why can't we have
No, it's
any?
different then. It's different then. You people are so selfish. Why would you do that? Oh, wrong button. Uh-oh, I didn't shrink. It's cheer.
Out of Wild Michigan, I tell you.
Go right
You
on ahead and have a ball. Let all the races move there. Then we ain't got to worry about it. They in their own little
Knock
space,
yourself out.
and we got the rest of it.
Hey, just knock yourself
So how do you feel? How do you feel when you see your own people not supporting you and talking about you?
I'm
How does
I'm-
that make you feel?
I'm stupidly naive, and I believe that what's for me is for me. Okay, well, I wish you luck. Good luck with that. Go on to the next one. Good luck with that. I mean, my passion happens to be my blessing. So when I do the event or hired for the event, I come through. I'm gonna make sure I come through, like the weddings and things like that. You know, I make sure that it's enjoyable because I mean, once you hire me, your wedding day is not your day. You're just here. That's my day. And I come in, I'm telling the coordinator, no, we're not doing that. No, let's not do that. And at the end of the day, they were like, Nate, you were so right. And this, that, and other. Because I have a responsibility once you hire me. I have to capture that whole day. And I'm not the DJ. I say, as long as I'm half paid, as long as you pay me half of it, I'll be there. Because you'll look for me. You will be looking for me to give me the rest of my money because I got all your pictures. Now the DJ, he didn't spin the records. His job is done. So I might be what some people call pricey, but I'm worth it. So if you don't come to me, I'm like, okay, well, hey, good luck. Good luck. So I don't mind that at all. I'm just, well, Nate charged too much. Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But here's what's sad. It's your price. Instead of saying that person charges too much and you don't want to buy it, i.e. like the example that Michelle was saying with the pound cake being $125. The problem is they'll pay that $125 because they really want it, but they're going to talk about you. But nobody asked, hey, did you buy it? You bought it. You had an option.
You people, I tell you. But I mean, I'm another firm believer of the horse's mouth. I'll get it from the horse. Nick said, what about me? Hey, Nick, did you say that you really love and adore me and stuff like that? And she'll tell me, yeah. And now I know from the horse.
All right, Nick,
I did not.
what's your thoughts, Nick? Okay, was she drinking?
Put the liquor down.
Story of my life. It don't even bother me.
Is it? Well, I'm not talking about your personal. I'm just saying, like, for a career, like when you were doing traveling and stuff like that. When you're doing a travel agent, like who do you know, or have you seen it? Maybe you haven't experienced that where it was people don't even know you, but that word of mouth is something, and they'll be like, oh, they charge too much and da 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 da, and no, I'm not going there, and this is that. Everybody has the option to decide, no, I don't want to go with this person.
Right.
They weren't in my price. Instead of saying they weren't in my price range, ooh, they too high. But is it quality?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Did they do the homework? I.e., when I MC, okay, I MC for a certain amount of hours. This is how much I charge. You best believe I put in work before I got there. Hours of work, because you have, and people don't get that. They think you just go and you just pop up. You have to ask those questions. You need those questions answered. You also need to correspond with the DJ to say, okay, this is what I need, da 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 da. And you have some DJs that think they just come and they just spin records and won't read the room because that's their jam.
Right. Yeah. My grandma here. I don't want to play my neck and my back. My grandmother's sitting over there. What you doing?
Go ahead, Nick. What you got?
Now with the travel agency thing, even the prices were not set by me. I go to, because sometimes I still, do it. I go to a certain website and I check all these different, vacation packages, different companies that have different vacation packages, and I try to find the best price. And I'll ask, what is your range? What budget you want to stay in and everything else. And I try to fit that. So
Okay.
it's like, if you upset because the price is high, listen, baby, I'm going in your budget. Number one. Number two, I'm on a website and I'm going through different companies.
You hear
that-
nigga went, you get ready to go, listen here, baby. I done went in your price range.
Well,
Right.
a lot of
Like,
that's
seriously.
that's why I couldn't mess with sales.
So yeah, it's not set by me because I only get a commission off of what you pay.
Right.
That company is going to pay me a commission.
But my question to you is, did you find that your own people weren't supporting you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I can't see. You can go back.
Exactly.
So I look at that as when I look at, I don't think that they dislike me or anything, because I am kind of naive. I'm like, oh no, okay, boom, it is what it is. If it's some place that I expect you to be, or a place like you expect me to be there and I expect you to support and you don't, I started recently looking and was like, oh, okay, Mel, you're just not that important to them. And
Well,
it's okay.
Edification is a big word in sales. Your own don't really reach out to you because they remember, man, that's the girl that was on the bar. They have preconceived notions for you. So you coming in trying to share something new or stuff like that, they're not listening to the message, they're looking at the messenger. So I always did better with people I didn't know or people that didn't know me. And with me being in the photography, you would see my work. So I'd let my work speak for me.
Yeah,
But
work precedes you.
all of us tried to do multi-level marketing at one time, and your mama would never want to change your electric bill or phone number or phone bill because it was coming from you.
You sold Kirby Sweeper's name.
No, I didn't do Kirby. I was ACN. I was electric.
Yeah, ACN. That's Malik was ACN.
Yeah.
We don't trust that. Hold on. How much I got to pay?
Right.
And the only
And
time
they're looking at you.
want to give you some money.
Right. But the people you didn't know, and I had to speech it. I moved up really fast in the company, real fast. But when I came with a major account, they were like, "Hey, this is above you, and we're gonna send this up to such." I'm like, "No. I know him personally, so if you don't want to do what you said to me, I'll take him and we'll go." Well, no. Yeah, but yeah,
they try to take what you brought in. I like this comment. Cornell Stevens in the chat said, our people want the hookup from us, but don't ask no white man for the hookup. What is that about?
I've encountered that as well.
Black tax is a real thing. Black tax is real. It's sad to say, it's real. Oh, you made it. Come on, brother. Bruh, come on, man. I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm telling you, and the people you give the hookup want the worst ones to work for. Hey, I did this to you for 50% off. Now you worried because your eyes is closed in that one picture? You want to, whoa. But yeah, black tax is real. And I mean, and that's why my prices are what they are. Because listen, you people, I try to price myself out of that because of the headache and the bad publicity. So my prices stay where they are. And you'd be like, he's too much. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then I'll get something else who's willing to pay it and love me and push my products in lands that I've never traveled before. So, I mean, it all works out. If it's ordained, it's ordained. There's nothing you can do about it. Those steps are sit back and enjoy the ride. Don't I told you to do this. You are a photographer.
Hey, Nick, let me ask you, how do you feel about black tax?
I mean, it's sickening because I've had people do that to me. Oh, I know I'm good for the hookup. The hookup on what? Like,
But
do
if,
you go somewhere else and ask for a hookup? Like, do you, like he said, do you go to the a white person, a Caucasian person? You know, if we're being politically correct, since we're on the radio, and ask for a hookup? No, you do not. You pay that price, or you go to the next person. Like,
the
why are you
thing,
asking me? Because you know me. Well, I know I'm good. And just like with me working in hotels, same thing. When I used to work in the one down the street, people would come in on the weekends and I know you gonna give me the hookup on the room. No, I'm not. You gonna pay the price of this says on this computer. Or they like, oh, let me get your discount. No,
But and
no.
see, here's the thing that's
For
interesting
what?
about that. I'm glad you use that as an example, because you have our own people okay with us potentially getting fired. You're okay with us being terminated just so that you have a hookup.
That part.
And I
That
would
part.
think that people
And I've
that know,
asked a couple of them.
I think the people that know us should be okay with paying the full price to keep us making it, air quotes for the listening audience. But you want to take, and then when we don't have, we can't come to you. We can't go to your job and say, "Hey, you work up here at so and so. So
That
let me get a fry."
well, I mean,
or
that's
they
the
ain't gonna let you borrow a penny if you
Listen,
get
but
I
fired.
don't
Because I didn't ask
borrow.
a couple of them.
you can't be
Listen,
mad at the
I've
game.
Wait,
asked a
wait,
couple
wait,
of
wait,
them.
wait a minute.
That's
I'm gonna get you. What were you
that's
saying?
part of the game. That's part of the game. I can't be mad at the game. I'm the player. I have to just adjust to the game. So black text is part of the game. We can't be mad at it. We just have to deal with it as it comes. So me saying it shouldn't be this and that up,
I ain't
it's a
dealing with
reality.
it. No, we don't have to deal with it. I ain't
Right.
dealing with it at all. Keep moving. Go ahead, Nick. Now, what were you saying?
You know, I've asked a couple of them. Okay, so if I give you a hookup and I lose my job, can I come? Can I come stay? You know, get some money to pay my rent or whatever. If I lose my job, like I'm not about, and I'll tell them I'm not losing my job for you. What I look
I don't
like?
think they're really looking at the longevity or what they're actually asking. They're in the right now. I really think that, and people, since you put it like that, if you say that, they probably be like, "Oh man, that is right. I'm asking her to risk it all
Some
because
of
I
them
don't
don't
pay full
care,
price."
Mel.
But here,
They
no,
don't care.
and that's sad. But watch this. I think they probably, if you explained it like that, they probably be like, I'm asking her to risk it all for me to pay less, but I came in here with the full amount because I didn't know she was going to be here. So you were intending on paying the full amount, but since you see somebody, oh man, hook me up. Let me get whoop-de woo. That ain't cool.
Let
Go
me hit
ahead.
you with this one. They don't care because the ones that usually ask you for a hookup, when they see you somewhere, barely speak, if they speak at all. But then when you see me somewhere and you want a discount, then all of a sudden, oh, I know her face. Yo, let me. A lot of them, like I said, would either barely speak or wouldn't even speak to me at all when they see me out in public.
Wait a
Are
minute.
you
Mel,
crazy?
Mel, you asking you? That's
I'm
weird.
just asking you to be a blessing in my life. Let me get this room for
Listen,
half off. I'm only gonna be up here for 2 minutes. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be up here all night. Just $40 holler.
Let me tell y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. If it was a hotel and I'm going to a hotel, if I saw either one of y'all, I ain't going there. Reservations canceled.
I'd be
Okay.
like, hey Mel, how you doing? What? You need to hook up on the room.
why would you say that?
You need to hook up on the
I'm
room.
coming. I am not coming. Nick, you got your photo down there? I need your photo down there.
Yes, I
Is
had
it
it
down
there.
there?
I don't
I
know
don't
what
see
happened.
it.
Oh, it was. I know what happened. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead and
I got
put
you.
it up there. We'll continue with the show. I saw where there was a MRDD woman, mentally retarded, disabled, with disabilities, woman that was being arrested for stealing. They had her on trial. She knew she was stealing, but I don't think she knew the extent.
Right. I seen that.
Do you think people with, and it is definitely a disability, not your regular. Everybody's like, oh, okay, they have a mental disorder. She has I think she definitely has a disability. And it's
Mhm.
clear, even when
Mhm.
she converses. And she's
Right.
like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She repeats everything back, but I don't think in her mind she realized the severity of the crime.
Right.
The crime, I
Right.
think she stole, what was it like? She owed like $300 or $200, something weird like
Like that.
that.
Yeah.
But
That's
after
it.
all the court costs
Right.
and her going to jail for it, do you think that the jail / prison is the right place for people with 100% mental disorders and disability?
No.
No, but but she gets some type of taxpayer money, and they're going to get money back. America is a for-profit institution, and they will do what it's sad what they do to get their for-profit. Everything is after whatever you got in your pocket at all times here. From paying city taxes on land or a house that you done paid off in full, you still got to pay. So I mean, I seen that, and she was. You can look at her and hear that she was not mentally capable to understand what she did. But they said,
Right.
"Well, we're not going to put you in jail, but here's court costs and you pay this fine and blah blah blah." And I'm like, dude, if we had any type of heart in
What
this
is that
country,
dinging? Something's dinging. What is that dinging like that?
me. But I'm off.
Oh,
But
sound like a microwave. It's
yeah.
ready.
If this country had any type of heart or anything behind it, stuff like that, you just dismiss. You
Okay.
dismiss it. But no, we are for profit, and everything is for profit. And over here, the almighty dollar is a real thing.
That was tragic.
It was.
Let's
It was sad to watch, and she was
let's
just so happy. Okay,
She was.
but she didn't comprehend.
Right. She was.
No, she
That's what I'm
didn't.
saying. You could clearly see that something was wrong. And I don't think jailing her is the right place or is going to help her at all. If
At all.
anything, it's somebody's going to, depending on who her cellmate is, they could put something else in her head and it'd be something totally different. So I
Right.
think it would more so harm her than help her. And paying the money, whoever her payee is the one that's probably like stressing, like, I got to pay this. How we going to do this for her? Where she is not understanding. And you're right, I didn't feel as though that she was capable she wasn't to comprehend what they were saying. She was repeating everything that they said back,
Smiling. Oh yeah, yeah.
now, not realizing that she was truly in trouble. We're going to go to commercial real quick as Nick explains what is happening.
Okay, good people. I need your votes. I entered a contest and didn't think I was going to be one of several picked, but I was for something called Style Icon. It's Flaunt Magazine, and they're teaming up with Elton John. And a lot of the proceeds are going to his AIDS Foundation. Right now, I'm in fourth place. I need y'all to show up and show out for me. But the prize, of course, is for the grand prize winner is $20,000 photo shoot in Flaunt Magazine. And next year, a week at the Versace show in Milan Fashion Week next year. So I am needing y'all votes. Y'all come on, do your girl solid. And you got to vote every day. Not just because I asked my brother, did you vote? Oh, I just voted one time. Dude, you got to vote every day. So like,
Okay,
I'm going
you
to
have to
try
vote every single day.
Every single day. You get free vote, or if you want to donate, it'll show you what you can donate. They have $10, like the minimum I think is $10, 25, 250, or anything you want to donate. And for some reason, it still won't let me put the link in there. But all you have to do is just go to Mel's page, because I posted it last week. I'll post it again this week, and just click on the icon there, and you can go ahead and vote, because now it'll say vote instead of voting opens. It'll say vote. The first round is done on Thursday the 16th, and then they'll start the next round on I think the 17th. So it's 3 rounds. I need y'all. Come through for your girl.
Okay.
We can talk.
Doing it. What you got to say?
Oh, we can talk. I'll be there.
So you trying to hit them pockets if I win?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to hit the pockets for the vote. Every day I got to press the button like that. Oh, that's a lot of work. But I mean,
don't they be acting like it's a whole lot?
it's a whole lot of work. I got to press the button again today. Ugh.
Okay, so there you have it. Nick is
Every day.
into a contest, and the first round. How many rounds are there? Is there a lot of rounds?
3.
Oh, okay. So this is the first round, and you're in
It's
fourth.
3 rounds. 2
3
weeks.
rounds.
Yeah, 2 weeks each. Yeah.
Okay, but you're in which place?
2
Fourth?
weeks each.
No, what place are you in?
4th place.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
4th.
Question. That was the question.
Yeah, I started out in 1st place, y'all. I don't know what happened. I need them votes.
People.
They seen your feet.
But you know what though? Probably maybe somebody's paying. I'll vote, but the people, to me, if you pay for the vote, it's not genuine. It's not a legit vote. It's almost like what you pay for. Like I found out not long ago that you could pay for likes and followers and stuff like that. That's crazy. Like, what good is it? It doesn't mean
their
the same.
thing is
It's like the
right, but
Cinderella
their
ball.
thing is the
It's
money,
exactly
all the proceeds are going to the AIDS Foundation.
But is it like the Cinderella ball? Who sells the most is the princess or the whatever? It ain't about the guy.
I
It's
don't
about
even know.
how many ads you sell.
I'm gonna answer. Yes. So you're just selling tickets and you paying for this wonderful, beautiful dress. And if you can buy all the tickets and take a loan out and buy all the tickets for your child to win after you've paid all this money,
Sell the most ads.
look, to pay for your daughter to be Miss Cinderella. That's what I don't like. But no, let me take this back. Let me take this back. They have it new now where you have to come in and vote. You vote prior so they see it. So that's a new thing. Before that was what it was, and it was who sold the most. And you thinking, oh, all of us voting, yay, we bought a ticket. Hopefully she win. I didn't understand that concept, but that's how it was. But now I could buy a ticket for your granddaughter, Nate the Agitator, and I can vote for Nick's niece. Dirty, isn't it?
Yeah.
And guess what? I see everybody that they show you everybody like the top 3 that vote. Like
do that.
all the votes,
Okay.
the recent vote. You see the recent votes and who voted.
So you can see if we don't vote.
So if somebody tell me, yeah, I voted and I go on there and look, I just voted and I go on there and I don't see your vote. I mean, why you lying? Why you lying?
So don't be lying.
No, you didn't. They telling on the folks, y'all. They telling on the folks. So if you ain't vote, don't tell me you did, because I'm gonna go look.
Well, you gotta put the link on because you ain't had a link on up there.
Yeah.
I tried to put it in there and the chat won't let me do it. So I'm gonna put it in the private chat and one of y'all can copy and paste because it ain't letting me do it.
It's not, darn.
YouTube is being funny. But there you go in the private chat.
Okay, hold on, let me.
All right, lovely people. That is my time. I want to give you today's footnote. Believing in yourself is the secret to success. So if there is anything that you've ever wanted to do and you were kind of skeptical, afraid, shy is the word that we actually used a lot, understand, as long as you have breath, you have time. And the key element to this is make your hobby your profession. And when you have those type of jobs or occupations where you don't mind not getting paid, go for that. Then that way you'll have fun while working because you enjoy it. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm telling you again, please, if there was something that you wanted to do when you were younger, go for it. Do it. I was supposed to do Mel's medical moments, but I'm going to do that, add this into the depression, non-depression, how to get out of depression phase. I'll put that in that. Get up, get out, and get going. Stop explaining to toxic people your worth. You don't have to do it. It's unnecessary. they're never going to get it. If you are attached to someone who don't believe in your dream or what you wanted or thought it was wild, crazy, disinterested in what you're doing, that's not the person for you. Go, go, go. All right. And toxic people, let me let you guys know. Some people look at toxic people as being, oh, they start mess, they got a lot of drama. Some drama is good. It'll get your endorphins going.
Fuel.
But if you are with someone and they seem to be the positive person, but they shoot down your great ideas or they shoot down your dream, those are toxic people to you. They are causing toxicity to your body. You're the one being affected by their opinion. Run! Find you, embrace you, most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. 1, 2, 3. Shop
Talk. That's
Shop
the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it.
That's the best way.
That's the best way to let her just mimic it because she messes us up. We were a perfect blend of harmonious,
Whatever.
virtuoso
No.
eargasm.
That be him. That be him. That be him.
Whatever. Mel, did you see what I put up down in the thing?
Yeah, I did. We'll see
Okay.
it. Okay.
Yeah, she just put it.
All right. I
Thank
get
you,
with y'all.
everybody.
Talk to y'all next week. I had a ball as usual. I look forward to Shop Talking with
Yeah.
y'all
Reese.
wild selves.
Reese's.
Pieces
Peace.
and hair greases.